We just climbed all the way down there and beyond. We're still going up. It's getting so hot. What's up? In this video, come with me to run Oriflamme 50K in San Diego and then back it up the following day with a 20-mile run. We just wrapped up and it was a wild ride. So come along and see how ultra marathon training goes. Today we're running a 50K called Oriflamme out in Cuyamaca. Using this as a training run for my first 100 miler coming up in about 8 weeks. So hoping I can pace myself today to be able to run tomorrow. But we're gonna go pick up my buddy on the way to the starting line and see how this day goes. Let's get it. Maybe it'll stay this way, I don't know. But got a little fig bar. Taking it easy. Just over 4 miles in. And almost to the big canyon. And we're going good. Probably keeping like a 10-minute pace so far. So far so good. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. It's a little windy, but not hot yet, so hopefully we get lucky with the weather. But yeah, doing good so far. I'll show you the canyon in a bit. Here's the first section of the canyon, just past the first aid station, mile 5, almost 1 hour in. Now we're really in the canyon. Still going downhill. 9 miles in. Hour and 30 minutes. So we gotta save our legs to come back up this. So we can't just hammer it. Alright, we made it down the canyon on some Jeep roads. Still got a couple miles to the aid station. 10 miles in. So about 5 miles till we turn around and head back. Yeah, it's gonna be fun going up that canyon. See how hot it gets out here. We got a big important turn right here. Into the desert and to the aid station. We're about 12 miles in, just over 12. So a couple more miles to the turnaround. But yeah, we're in some real desert stuff right now. Got some really fun soft sand and some Pringles. So now we got a little 5 mile, well, 2.5 mile out, 2.5 mile back section back to the aid station before we go back up the canyon. 13.5 miles in. I just saw my buddy Joe. He's like racing, and he's in 6th place, I think. So that's pretty cool. Since it's an out and back, you get to see people coming back at you. So yeah, still dealing with some soft sand, but we're getting to the turnaround. So let's go. All right, we're definitely in the desert now. 14.5 miles in. It's getting warm. Thank God it's cloudy. There's a little bit of a breeze, but doing good. Great job. So just hit the turnaround. As you can tell, it's windy. 15 miles, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Let's get back through this sand and head up that canyon. Feeling good, feeling fresh. Let's go. Good job, man. I just hit the second to last aid station at the bottom of the canyon. Time to go up. Got my bandana full of ice, refill on bottles, little PB&J. We're cruising. 18.5 miles in, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Let's go. 2.5 hours, 20 miles. Starting to climb. Not at the worst of it yet. So, time to hike. Now we're climbing. This is the hard part of the race. It's the whole crux of the day. So, just gotta get up these hills. Almost 21 miles in. We're on pace for a 6-hour finish, which is a lot faster than I was expecting to do today. But really just ran by feel, so I wasn't sticking to any pace. So that's good. Pretty fast. Oh, going up there. Climbed all the way down there and beyond. We're still going up. It's getting so hot. Easter time means fueling with Easter candies. Just kidding. Nerds clusters are year-round candies. And they're great for ultras. Try it out. All right. We got our first car on the road. That's cool. Well, we made it up the worst of the canyon. We definitely aren't out of trouble yet, but the steepest part of the climb is over. And it's time to fuel. And today, I'm trying out corn nuts. Because sometimes all this sweet gels and candy makes me crave some salty stuff. So I already had one bag of these earlier and seemed to do well. So time to have some more. Here, look at this flat road. It's too bad. We gotta climb that still. So not out of the woods. 2,900 feet of climbing so far. Let's go. We just hit it. Whew, corn nuts. We just hit 24 miles, 4.5 hours in, maybe an hour or a mile from the aid station. And then another 5 miles from there. Let's get it. Still got some climbing to do. Already at 3,100 feet of gain, so we ain't done yet. Look at that. We just conquered that thing. 23. We hit the last aid station. 25 miles, 4 hours and 50 minutes. Worst of it is over. And most of the climbing. We're at almost 3,500 feet again. And about 5 miles left. Feeling good, got water, drank some Coca-Cola, got some ice, got a sponge bath. So we're feeling good. Let's wrap this up. We just hit 5 hours, 26 miles. So I think I can hit sub 6 faster than I thought it was going to be, but I feel good. And this section's pretty runnable, so yeah. I don't know if you'll see me before the finish line, but I'm gonna soak in these last few miles. So thanks for coming. See you at the end. How many tries does it take to kickflip after running a 50K? Oh! First try. Barely. Headed home from the race. My wife met me at the finish line and we went and got some lunch out in Cuyamaca near where the race started. So that's why I'm in a change of clothes and headed home. The race went great, went as planned. I ran it a lot faster than I was expecting because, you know, I'm training for a 100-mile race, so I thought I was going to go 100-mile race pace, but probably went a little faster than that. But my goal was also to just hold back in the beginning and feel good all the way through and feel like I can run tomorrow, which I do. So I think I'm gonna try and go for another long run tomorrow, and I'll take you guys with me on that. But yeah, overall a great day. Like those last 5 miles, you know, kind of felt like they took forever, but I just, you know, kept going. I pushed a little bit harder maybe in those last few miles, just knowing it was the end, but finished strong and finished feeling like I could have kept going. So I'm very happy, and I think I got 12th place overall, 11th male, which is always good. I think that's probably one of my better results in my short running career, if you want to call it that. But yeah, great day, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. All right, we're at a trailhead. I thought it was gonna be hotter, sunnier, but take this weather. Sun will probably come out in a few hours, so enjoy it while it lasts. It's still the day after the 50K, and feel pretty good. Kind of sore, but not like too crazy sore. Yeah, the goal today is to get 20 miles. No specific time frame. Probably gonna do like a 5 mile out, 5 mile back. Check back in at the car, restock, refill my bottles, and then do another out and back. So mentally, like I feel like I could do this physically, but it's hard mentally to come out and want to do this by myself. But I think this is really going to help me in 100-mile training. My bottle is leaking. You gotta figure out what it feels like, how you're gonna get through those tough times when you don't want to keep going. It's a mental training day more than just a physical training day. I'm really happy with the results of the 50K yesterday and just how good I feel today, especially thinking back to my first 50K last year. There's a YouTube video about that if you want to see that. I've just progressed so much and I've learned so much. It's encouraging. I don't do much stretching, but a couple leg swings. We're chilling. Dude, my hips are so tight. That's where I feel it the most. My hips, like my glutes and my hip flexors. All right, here's a little look at what I use for fuel. I like to have, quote unquote real foods, but they're mostly just processed foods. Anything with a, 20 to 30 carbs and like 100 to 120 calories. Even these Nerds gummy clusters are great. These are 50 calories a pack, so 2 of those. I like Huma gels. I got strawberry and mango. This is not illegal drugs. This is precision carb only mix. And I use salt stick pills for sodium and electrolytes. But trying to find something salty to throw in the mix, so drop your suggestions. Just over a mile in, hit an uphill and the legs are feeling it, so hopefully they loosen up. It's not too bad, it's just, they're tight. Luckily, it's not a race, so I can go as slow or as fast as I want. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I also don't want to be out here all day, so see how it goes. You see that little hut up there? That's our turnaround point. Look how nice this is. Really lucked out with the weather. And I feel like I'm running in Scotland or something. Took a few miles, but the legs kind of are shaking out and they feel good. Made it to the turnaround point. There was people up there, so I didn't want to bother them. But we're 5 miles in, 56 minutes, 500 feet of gain. So we're doing good, feeling good, feeling fresh. Yeah, let's do this. We just got back to the car. We're an hour and 47 minutes in, 10 miles exactly. Definitely. Legs are hurting. Yeah, like I said before, this is more of a mental task than a physical task. I could quit now, take 10 miles, 80 miles for the week. That's still really good. But I think the mental toughness I'm gonna get from going back out there is gonna be worth it, hopefully. You hit little spurts of feeling good and you just want to send it, but you pay for that later. Anybody else struggle with drink mix? Never get it in the bottle. Ultra running is definitely not a health food sport. Man, I could hang out here for a while, but I just want to get this done. I just want to be done. Be at home for the burrito. Sounds amazing. Sun's coming out. Should we go bucket? Alright. Sun's out. We're going bucket hat. Let's go. We're back at the gazebo. 15 miles in. Yeah, that section was tough mentally to just kind of keep pushing, but I just tried to just not think, keep running. As Ted Lasso would say, be a goldfish, forget about what's behind you and just keep going. So yeah, we only got 5 miles left and that'll wrap up our 50-mile weekend, 90-mile week. Crazy. So about 7 or 8 weeks out from my first 100. So stay tuned if you want to see what happens with that. Just wrapped up 20.3 miles, 3 hours, 36 minutes, 10:38 pace. I got like a second win in those 5 miles back, so that was nice, but it started to heat up, so that was a little rough, but yeah, we did it. 20 miles, 50-mile weekend, 90 miles for the week. Later.